Hello, today we're going to be exploring some movements for the yin and the yang linking vessels, and we'll end up flying. So the yin and the yang linking vessels are two vessels, the yin linking and the yang linking, in the outer foregroup. And the outer foregroup is, as it says, more how we relate to the outer world. And with the linking vessels, this is a lot through our arms and our shoulders and our hands, and about opening up our heart. And this is why I'm using the image of the bird, because we can see our arms like our wings that we can open up and fly and be open to the outer world, or we can gather in and be more in our inner space, and that's more the yin linking. So the yin linking are on the inside of the arms and the yang linking are more on the outside. The yang linking have some points in the top of the shoulders and also in the hips. So the yang is more the outer side of the body, but it's also quite a lot related to the side of the body, and there's some important points on the side of the head, gallbladder 20 for those of you who know, because also we need to see where we're going, so there's also some points that relate to the eyes. And then the yin linking also has some connections with our abdomen, and the yang linking with the hips. So our hips also we can see as protecting, and our abdominal muscles protecting our reproductive sexual organs, our palaces in Chinese medicine. And again, the image of the wings can be helpful for that. But feathers, we could see it like us being like a bird. That's the wings, but feathers, it's how we hold memory in our tissue and how we keep the record of what's happening in our outer world and bring it into our inner world. And the linking regulate transitions, so when we're moving from being as a bird in the nest to out, but it's also it's more the long-term transitions and how we remember how we made key transitions in our lives. So the kind of transitions I'm talking about are things like moving house, changing relationship or job. And often at these times people do tend to get issues with their shoulders or their hips, which showing that we're a bit stuck perhaps in the past and not able to be free and fully present in the moment. So let's do some vessels to feel and connect with some of these things. So first, I'll show you a mudra, which I like for the linking vessels, which is connecting our thumbs and our index fingers and little fingers. So index fingers is the triple heater, the heart protector point for the yin. The fourth finger is a triple heater point for the yang. And then keeping our index fingers and little fingers free. So it's middle and ring finger and thumbs. And you can bring that to your abdomen and close your eyes and just concentrate on your breathing for a few moments, feeling the movement of breath in your abdomen, the in breath and your out breath. And then bring it up to your heart, feeling the movement of breath here. So before we begin the movements, I'm going to say the affirmation for the linking vessels. I access the memories within my body, and I can release what no longer serves me. I access the wisdom of the memories in my body. So before we get into the wings, we connect with the center line. There is a point on the yin, which is just at the base of the throat, the celestial pathway, and we can open up to space through this point. And the yang is the centre of the back of the head, the occiput, and we can open up to space here. And we'll be doing some movements also for turning from side to side. So before we explore the more yang parts, we're going to connect with being in the nest. So curling down, relaxing your head, neck and shoulders. Have your wings protecting your heart, and continue focusing on your breath, feeling that you're a bird resting in a nest or resting in a tree or just being still. And then you slowly start to uncurl, coming a little bit into the space around you, but still with your wings protecting your heart. And then as you breathe in, slowly open just your little wings, your inner wings, so keeping your elbows close into your body. And then as you breathe out, curl back over again, relaxing your head and perhaps closing your eyes. On the in-breath, opening your eyes, opening your chest, opening your throat, and curling back in. Now begin to explore opening your arms a little bit more. First into this space immediately around you, and then opening even more. And feeling the tips of your wings. Just feel this movement of your wrists coming down and up. There's important points just close to the wrists. And then on the out breath, draw back in. And on the in breath, slowly opening up through to your fingertips, leaning back. And opening up your throat and your midline as much as is comfortable. And then on the out breath, gathering back in. And then on the next one that we come out, you can perhaps move to the side, looking to the side and stretching out also the side part of the linking vessels, then coming back to the front. And then on the out breath, rotating to the other side, feeling the side part and coming back to the center. We'll do that for a couple more times. Engaging your eyes, because there's important points relating to the eyes, the bird seeing where it's going to fly. For the moment you can be feeling the edges of your immediate nest, being aware of the immediate space around you. Slight variation on that would be to just spiral a bit more and open up again a bit more of the side of the body and the side of your neck, coming back to the center, spiraling a little bit more again to one side, back to the center, and back to the other side, back to the center. So we're going to extend this movement a little bit more, come back to the center for a moment, and this time come up onto your knees. So we're starting to work a bit more with the hip part of the linking vessels. So this time we're going to be more up. We can start with our arms across, like our wings protecting our heart, and then breathing in, come up and really open up, and then on the out breath coming back forward into the kneeling position briefly. So again, repeating this on the in breath, coming up, and on the out breath, going down. And as you open up, just go as far as is comfortable for your lower back. You're also opening up your hips and your pelvis. You could stay with this movement, or you could do like in the previous exercise, coming to one side and then back to the center, and then to the other side and back to the center. Or you can do more of a spiraling to one side and back to the center, spiraling to the other side and back to the center, and even spiraling and bringing your hand down onto your foot or your ankle, looking into the space beyond, coming back to the center. So really using this side movement as well. Great, and so just gathering back in for a moment and resting. Then we're going to now do a little bit of imagining with a bird starting to move. We might have moved out of our nest and we're perhaps on the earth, maybe pecking, looking for worms. But in this movement, we're beginning to become aware more of our legs, but in quite a light way. There aren't many points on the legs, there are connections through the legs. But like a bird, feel the lightness of the legs of a bird compared with all the feathers on the body of the bird. No feathers on the legs. So then with this movement, you can gradually let yourself come into a squatting position, but on your toes. So don't put your heels down. And we'll do the movements again now of opening up and gathering in. And as you gather in, of course, in this position you can now feel more work happening in your hips. If you're fairly comfortable in this position, you could even do the sideways movements, always coming back to the center, and then the other side. And even you could spiral, come to the center, and spiral. And so then, pausing for a moment in this position, and then you can slowly open up your wings and come to standing. So we're going to do a few movements for balancing and in working with the legs. So with the legs, first bring them about hip width apart and just do some movements. We'll try a couple of different movements with the arms now. So a loose fist to gather to the center, and then in to come out. Loose fist, we can go down, in to come out, down. So you can do it with this movement of sinking and rising, or you can just stay sunk and down and opening up, feeling the space around you, feeling different aspects of your wings as you're in this position. For a side movement here, you can put your hands just above your knees and then just turn around to the side, feeling also a kind of rotational movement. Feel the space under your arms, the spaciousness in your tissue, relaxing your shoulders. And then we'll just have a rest on your legs, bringing them closer together, just pausing for a moment, letting your wings and the tips of your arms be soft, let your knees be soft. Perhaps close your eyes for a moment, going inwards. And now we'll go into some balancing movements, feeling the lightness in your legs, your arms coming up and down, bending your supporting knee, feeling lightness in the knee which is away from the earth, gathering in and opening up. And then rest that leg. Pause for a moment, leaning down a little bit, and then rise up, extending the leg first. And then gathering in and leaning up, and gathering in a lightness, like a bird, lightness in the limbs. And then we'll do coming down and up, putting that leg down, and then alternating now. Coming down, lifting up, extend the leg if you want to. And then pause for a moment, either in the bend position or up. Then going to do different balance. So this time, start with your arms to the center. Start with your arms into the center, and then extend your arms. You can either just stay with your arms extended forwards or explore the movements around you, almost in a kind of swimming movement. You could, to vary this, also bend and extend the supporting knee. Feeling the spaciousness around you like a bird, and when you get tired you can just drop your hands, rest. Again, you can do the extending and lengthening. You could even bring one arm up and open your wing, and then come down, and then we'll do the other side. You could start in reverse, or you could start with your arms extended, bending your leg, extending, bending, extending, feeling the space and dropping down, gathering in, pausing for a moment, slowly uncurling like a bird, like we did in the beginning, opening up your wings. Pause for a moment, with your eyes closed. Feeling all the different movements that we've done. The next thing we're going to do is more free flow. I'm going to give you some time to just explore the different movements that you can do, imagining that you're a bird. So you could be a bird lifting your wings up and really flying, lifting a leg, any kind of movement you want to do, spiraling to the side. Or you could go back to doing the movements which are much lower down. So you're now just going to have some free flow, imagining that you're a bird and really finding your own wings and your own way of expressing the movements of the linking vessels in your body. And so to inspire you in your free flow movements, I'm going to use my wings and get you to feel that the wings are so much more than just your arms. It's really how you relate to the whole space around you, and you can be spiraling, doing spiraling movements with your wings, feeling more one side, being aware of the past, coming into the present, going back to the past from another perspective, spiraling, moving, to come to this present, to be flying forwards into the future. So do any of the movements that we've already done with your wings. You could also be the bird closer to the earth, even wrapping yourself to come back to kneeling to finish. So enjoy, feel your freedom, the space in your body, the space around you, and be light and expansive. Faster and slower. You might want to rest standing and finish standing. Or you may want to find your way back to the earth, to your nest, and come back to the position in which we began. Snuggled up in your nest. Rest as long as you need. You could even lie down, but I am going to slowly uncurl, coming back to my center, coming back to the mudra, coming back to your heart or your palaces. I access the wisdom of the memories in my body, and I can release what I no longer need. Thank you for sharing this practice.